Since 1970, only 7 NFL players and less than 10 athletes have made the transition to play professional baseball. Deion Sanders did it for 2 teams, the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees, hitting .533 in the World Series. Bo Jackson, drafted to the NFL, decided not to play and joined the Kansas City Royals, where he made an all-star appearance and was known for his extreme athleticism and power. Another athlete, maybe not the success of these two, but surely the GOAT in his own sport, Michael Jordan, made an attempt in the middle of his prime to honor his father to play baseball for the Chicago White Sox. While not many have made the leap to try to be 2-sport athletes and make it to the major leagues, arguably one of the hardest sports to find success, in steps the next challenger, the 3rd-round running back from Oklahoma State, drafted to the top Madden Detroit Lions, Cade Meyers.
Don't sleep, Jose.
Cade Meyers made a name for himself by being a multifaceted tool in the NFL. The ability to catch the ball, make players miss after the catch with both quickness, explosiveness, and power. The ability to run through the gap and get the hard yards when needed. Cade Meyers was a key component to the Detroit Lions' run at a Super Bowl. And while they fell short, none can deny his greatness. Cade found success early in his career, having 3 1,000-yard seasons to start his short career. But in a league that's dominated by injuries and a position that's dominated by concussions, Cade wanted something more. A former baseball player, 2-way player in high school, takes his talents to the MLB to try to be the next great athlete to make the switch and to find success. Welcome to the Cade Meyers Experience. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some minor league baseball. Today we've got the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, and we're going to be taking on the Springfield Cardinals. I am your man Finn in the booth, joined by none other than Sweet, my co-host. How are you doing today, Sweet?
Hey, we're doing good. We get to see a top rising prospect and the Royals. You know what I mean? It's always a good day to see some young speed on the bases.
Right, and not is he just any prospect, but he's a former NFL athlete for the Detroit Lions. Running back Cade Meyers.
Midwest, let's go. Love a Midwest guy.
Yeah, man, he's going to come and make his debut. Wants to make that transition like a lot of his heroes, the Deion Sanders, the Bo Jacksons, especially here in the Royals program. We know all about Bo Jackson, don't we?
Yes, we do. Epic legend. Chasing history right here.
Absolutely, and here he is for his first at-bat here in the minor leagues. Cade Meyers, the right-handed second baseman here. We got one man on base here, so an early hit here for Northwest Arkansas. Tell me a little bit about his game.
He's just a big contact hitter. He wants to be a perennial 30-base stealer, so he's looking to thief some bases from these pitchers out here in the major leagues. And he's going to work on that all through the minors, but, when he gets to the majors, he's definitely aiming for, somewhere in between Bo Jackson, George Brett.
And we have a pitch out, and somebody's still in the base, and it looks like he's thrown out. So, first pitch in the majors, that's an easy one not to swing at, though. It will be an out here as the base runner. Is not the bag swiper that Cade wants to be here. He's thrown out.
Thrown out easily.
Yeah, plenty of time here. So Cade Meyers, a 1-0 count, but no man on base here as the fastball comes in way high. Another patient there. So NFL running back, patient, kind of the name of the game there. So how do you think it translates?
Obviously has the vision to see the open hole, to be able to make a cut with his speed. Obviously has the vision at the plate to be able to not take a bad pitch.
Absolutely. And we talked a little bit about Bo Jackson, right? Big power guy. Not really Cade's game, though. You already mentioned before Cade, a power or contact hitter on the 2-0. Here comes a change-up, and that's foul tip. Pretty nice swing there early as we get the 2-1 count here, and Krasinski will pitch again, his 8th. And here comes the slider. Oh, and it's absolutely smashed to left field. Is this going to clear? It looks like it's down, and early success for Cade Meyers. A big double.
Double A hit is a double?
Yeah, man.
Let's go. First career hit's a double. We like this.
Yeah.
This can score. These score runs.
Absolutely. So, Krasinski, a little off speed here. kind of surprising to see him already tuning into the off speed, especially when this guy can throw some heat.
Chasing down and away.
All right, here comes Nick Prado up to bat in the 4-hole, 2 outs here. He's going to connect here, and Cade's on the run. It should be. Oh, it's dropped.
Off the glove.
And it looks like, I mean,
run scored.
Doesn't get any better than that. Cade Meyers, a double with his first hit.
Contributed to the win. Let's go.
So an early lead here for the Naturals. Look at this, a little lefty. The outfielder just can't extend and reach. They can't all be Aaron Judge. So back-to-back doubles here for the Naturals. And we are back here, top of the 3rd inning, still a 1-0 game. Cade Meyers, his second pro at-bat. Can't get much better.
Hitting 1,000, mind you. Hitting 1,000 at the second at-bat.
Absolutely.
Hall of Famer.
Man on base this time, will he still? He will not, and not swinging at the slider is Myers. So early patience. So I think he hit the nail on the head there. Very patient batter, it looks like. Oh, and he gets a hold of this low fastball, and it looks like it'll be just short. So fly out here.
That's where the power's going to hurt you. You're going to fly out a lot to center field, especially on the deeper parks.
You know, it looked like his timing is there, and that's just really refreshing. Obviously, this is the AA level. You know, he's going to have to work his way up and face some more talented guys here. As a pop fly, first base. Uh-oh, Cade's in the way. All right, first baseman lets Cade have it. So that's a good transition point here. Is the defensive side, the communication, very important there. He almost ran into first baseman, didn't he?
He did, and being able to tell your left guard to pull a little bit on a running play is going to translate very well to baseball, I feel.
And the runner's thrown out, trying to steal. Capel can't get it done. That
Perfect
pop
coverage.
time, yes, great coverage, great throw by the catcher, and here we are, top of the 5th, 2-0. Flew out in his last at-bats. Here's a fastball, and it's absolutely mashed. Is he going to get his second double?
Going to get a lot of extra bases if he keeps hitting into the alley.
And there's that running back speed, well safe in the second, no chance of being thrown out. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that comparison. You know, we had a chance to ask him earlier in the game how he felt about you know, the transition over, and what is it from his NFL game that's going to allow him to have success. And really, that was I think if I recall correctly, he spoke a lot about just being in the big moment and being patient, right? Being able to see gaps, and then understanding that you're not always going to have success, right? Baseball is a game of failure.
For sure. I mean, running backs, Hall of Fame career is 3.54 yards a carry. He averaged way more than that, and he wanted to try out baseball, and he knew that, you know, he wasn't going to have the same success because you can't bowl over someone. It's a lot of hand-eye coordination, and he feels like the gaps and being able to see in the outfield is going to help him put the ball where it needs to go.
All right, we've got a full count here for Juan Carlos up to bat here. 2 men on, 2 outs. Cade takes off, and this ball is absolutely smashed.
Blasted.
And that is a 3-run home run. And Cade gets a second score, but Juan Carlos, he got all of that. Full count. You know a strike's coming. Man.
Anytime you see the outfielder's numbers facing home plate, you know you've hit the ball really good.
An absolute smash. That one's gone. It will score 3, and Naturals have a very commanding lead here. Fastball inside, just under 90 miles an hour, and he got his hands around quick. Imagine if we had Cade Meyers with that kind of power, huh?
That would be next level.
Solid hit there. Just clears the left field wall. So a 5-3 game here. Naturals in command. We've got 2 outs and a man on second. Oh, and this one is going to be hit. Cade, his first chance to make a play in the field. And a nice throw in, and that's routine, 5-3.
The vision. I feel like the vision from being a running back really helps him in the outfield.
Infield. Quick twitch, right? Quick twitch muscles.
I feel like they can translate, you know? Michael Jordan could dunk. He came and played baseball. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things. I feel like if you got it, you got it.
Yeah. Reaction is reaction, regardless of the sport. Speaking of reaction, what's your reaction to 12-hit game? Just here, through the sixth inning. An 0-1. Cade takes a strike there. Didn't like that one. And here comes another low changeup. He's going to swing at this one. Will he have the speed to leg it out? He will not. And that'll finish the inning.
I think he relied a little bit more on the athleticism than the hand-eye coordination.
A young guy's excited. He already has 2 hits in his debut. Of course, he wants to.
He's like, I'm going 3 for 4.
All right. There's a hit here, and this will be a routine double play to end the 7th here. 5-4 game. Despite the early bat power, it looks like the Cardinals have found a way to stay in this game. As we have the bottom of the 9th, a man on, and the tying run on, and the winning run actually up to the plate here. On what count? We've got a stolen.
Double play.
Catcher's going to throw it in. And he gets him again.
Swiper, no swiping. Let's go, Cade.
How important do you think it is, or that transition to get these kind of plays in? These are things that people have trained for years and years and years, and then to just step off the gridiron and get that down.
I feel like in the sense of, just handling the ball, you just got to make sure you're confident in it. Like, he has to worry about fumbling. If he drops the ball, it's not an out. So as long as he holds on to the ball and swipes at the right time, I feel like it could translate really well.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for Game 2 of this minor league baseball series between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the Springfield Cardinals. Finn in the booth again, joined once again by my man Sweets. Day 2, we get our second game here of the Cade Meyers experience. He's batting .500. He's up. How are we feeling?
Really looks like he has the stuff. They might be calling him sooner than we want, but we need some help in the infield. Second base wouldn't be too bad right about now.
Yeah, what's the scope of the Royals roster? Obviously, a long time before he makes his major league debut. We're just in Double-A ball here.
I'm just excited. I mean, we have a young prospect down here in Double-A hitting .500. He seems to have a good, patience about him. He played in pro football. Like, this should be a trial period. Maybe this series move him up soon. You know what I mean?
And a fastball taken 1-1. Yeah, I think one of the big things about the transition shooter show is the nerves. And I think he has proven through his football career. Here's just going to swing at this curveball, and it's going to be a ground out. But he will advance the runner to second. So chasing there at the off speed. Not as on top of it as he was in his first game. Though I'll be very shocked if he tops 2 doubles here today. Here's a hit to him. Will he get to it? Good.
Ooh, nice. Good tracking out there. That speed is really coming in handy.
Right. One of the things he was known as, they called him White Saquon there in Detroit here. Very, very thick lower body. Great power, great explosion. And I think at second base he's going to be able to get to a lot of baseballs. Very early as he still was working at the technique side. And here's a swing at a fastball. Looks like he just got under it.
A little off on the timing, but still a good hit. So he's seeing the ball well, and I like to see that.
Right. Not chasing too much. Maybe had a couple off-speed pitches, but all of these are really close. He hasn't really quite bit on all of the cheese. And here's a hit here to Cade. A double play opportunity. Easy throw, easy money.
Nice double play turn.
Right, so here he goes. 0 for 2 on the day. Cade Meyers up to bat. This is his first at-bats against a right-hander. He swings early at this changeup, and it looks like we might have another pop fly. And the right footer gets
right into foul territory.
What are you looking for here? Well, a little bit more pitches here.
Yeah, I feel like, swinging second pitch, third pitch, we could draw it out a little further, especially being a contact guy. You're not about to drive it over the fence. You gotta be picky with your pitches. You gotta get the right pitch in the right spot.
Right, but then again, guys like Jeter who thrived at attacking the early pitches and at-bats here. So we have a tie game in the top of the 7th. Man on. Oh, this is a good curveball hanging high. Oh, man. We said he didn't have too much power, but that one was
He
close.
just drove that to the warning track. I may have to retract that last statement.
Yeah. He's going to have power, but it's about transitioning that power that he trains for at running back into bat speed. And
exactly.
Now we're there.
You can squat for 450, but at the end of the day, that doesn't translate to a heavy bat.
Right.
At the plate.
He wants to be a 5-tool guy. He was a 5-tool guy in the NFL. He was known for receiving, rushing, and he took a lot of snaps at quarterback in that Wildcat system. A lot of passing touchdowns. I think he had upwards of 6 in one season. So here's a hit to him. Oh, and Cade will just not get to it. No, good hits will go by you. It's not going to be perfect.
Not going to be perfect. Sometimes they get, they get eyes out there in the sand, so.
All right, 0-1
Sometimes
count.
they just bloop, and you can't do anything about it.
Bottom of the 8th, we got a close game here. 5-5. Here comes a hit to the shortstop. Cade on
Double
second.
play opportunity?
Oh,
Turns it.
big play there. Big throw. That's another thing, too. None of his NFL career really had to do with the arm. Oh, the big situation here. Top of the 9th, 2 men on, 2 outs, tie game.
I'm driving a run here, Cade.
0 for 4 today. The pitch. Cade!
Perfect!
Will it clear? It does!
It's a 3-run shot. Let's go. Let's go.
Talk about pressure performers. Is that a...
I need the GM of the Royals to be on that late night phone call or airplane. This man needs to be in the league. Let's go.
110 exit.
I'm sold.
400 feet.
Exit velo?
Exit velo.
No.
Absolutely murdered. We were just talking about seeing pitches or attacking the first pitch. He goes after it here.
You miss 100% of the pitches you don't swing at. So I retract my previous statements.
I mean, what? I mean,
Cade went yard in a series.
He may have
first series.
2 doubles. Goes yard to
Go ahead
take the lead in the 9th. Are we ready? Who can we move? Who can we move?
Get the bronze statue ready for him. He is the next big thing, if you will.
And it is Naturals Baseball Minor League AA Game 3 of the series against the Springfield Cardinals. I am again here, your host Finn, joined once again by my man Sweet in the booth. Sweet, it has been a great series so far. 1, because the Naturals are 2-0, but 2, Cade Meyers, electric.
Electric. The crowd loves him. I
This is
think I saw a Cade shirt before game today. I was just glancing out. I think we already have shirts being made for him.
takes a curveball. Was it a Lions shirt or a Royals jersey or a Naturals jersey?
Definitely, it kind of was a little mashup. They had the Lions number, but then they had his name with the Naturals. You know what I mean? So it was really cool to see.
A little combo action. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a
little-
handful of Lions and Royals fans. Well, if they haven't already jumped on the
Midwest,
Chiefs.
like you get a top prospect for cheap. You're gonna want to support him.
I
He
understand.
still probably gets a little bit of piece of that cash from the jersey.
And
the
a quick
Lions.
throw in, and that'll be an out as the end of the first comes. Yeah, already a fan favorite. And in this Royals team, it's got a lot of young prospects. Bobby Witt's already been called up. He's playing well. And now Cade Meyers.
Insane.
All right.
Pencil us in. 2 years from now,
All right.
it's Title Town.
First and third, we have 1 out. Oh, Cade drives this one to deep left field. Oh, the diving miss. And that's going to bat in 1. He saves it
maybe
second.
2.
Maybe 2.
Oh,
The
maybe
play at the
2.
plate.
He's going.
It's safe.
Oh, catcher's too slow.
Oh,
Tapped into his extra Cade juice right there to get to that base right there.
Cade is pulling the ball with a lot more power than was advertised. This is a player was not drafted out of high school, was not really known for his baseball at all, more of a football guy. But, I mean, you don't just show up and hit 3 doubles in 3 games.
I mean, when you have Texas and Oklahoma and Oklahoma State beating down your door for your football services, are you really going to focus on baseball?
True. But with the money involved, Cade almost made a bad decision there, as there will be a fly out and 4-2 game after the 2 RBI double. Man, I'm flabbergasted. I mean, I'm trying to think of a player comp here for this kind of guy. Is there anybody coming to mind for you?
I mean, he falls somewhere. He could be a great. Honestly, he could be anywhere between a George Brett or a Gerard Dyson. Gerard Dyson was a big base stealer. He has the speed, so I would have to go with Gerard Dyson.
Got you.
But Gerard Dyson, he was an outfielder, so that's where it gets a little rough, and that's where the George Brett comes in, because George Brett was more of an infielder.
True. And Cade, with his athleticism and speed, I mean, he could move around. He's not really tied down to a position.
He could be your true 5 tool. He could play in the outfield. He might be able to take some pitches from the arm that we're seeing early in his career. You never know. Relief pitcher.
Oh,
You have Pujols and you have some older players. When they're blowing out a team, he maybe takes some pitches on the bump.
yes. Misses there at the changeup. Hasn't chased too much, but did chase at that one here. Robles with the throw over to first.
Gotta check on your base runners.
Especially as a lefty.
With a contact power on base. You know what I mean? He's at home plate. You got to make sure he gets.
Oh, the throw goes wild, but it hits the base coach. He tries to steal anyways, and he's out. He had to. Did he not see the ball? Did the base coach not yell, "Get back"?
This is why we are in Double-A right now. Some of these players will be bagging groceries next year, unfortunately.
1-2 count after the curveball is taken. I like the patience to not chase the high curveball and then not chasing the high fastball. 2-2 count here. Second time a base runner.
2 pitches back to back with 2 strikes. That's where you see the football. Like, you're gonna have to beat me.
And he hits a single over the middle there. Caught onto the fastball. Solid on base. You got to think he would have had a man on a second. This is the second time in this first series that we've seen a base runner kind of take himself out of position. With Cade right behind him, you really got to think. You don't want aggressiveness on the base pass when Cade is up to bat. So
you wouldn't put him in the 3 spot if you wanted him to hit empty bases. You'd put him in the leadoff. So
right. So
I think a little bit of the Naturals base runners need to get it together.
So one of the things we haven't seen, we've talked about, he wants to be a 30 steal guy if he gets to the ball. Oh, and he's going to take off here, and it'll be a strikeout. I think it'll come with time, the bag stealing. It's hard at this level, but I think I'm really excited to see how his career progresses here, especially if he can become that true 5 tool, maybe a unique guy. We've seen big sluggers come in and get hyped up, big pitchers, big arms come in and get hyped, but obviously something like this where maybe he's not the biggest draw from his baseball play style, but just the success he had in the NFL will bring success. Oh, and here's another hit.
Oh, another one. Oh, nice little blooper out in front of the right fielder. Gets on base. I mean, I feel that as well, but I also know that someone that rushed for over 36 touchdowns in the National Football League is more than probably available to steal more than 30 bags. Just, throwing it out there.
Absolutely.
He had pretty good averages, about 5 yards a carry.
Yes.
I feel like I understand 5 yards is a 90 feet, but, if you do the math, I feel like his quick twitch muscles are there.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions team that he played for had a really solid offensive line, but he was always, he was hurdling people, he's juking people, he'd run you over with power.
And it's his open field ability. It wasn't always behind. It was more so the jukes in the open field to get free. I understand you can't really juke in baseball. These are 2 different sports, but that speed and that agility just shows me there's a little something more than just meets the eye with him.
Absolutely. Up for what would probably be his last at bat. He's 3 for 4 today, and he's going to take a fastball there. A very successful series debut here for young Meyers, I'd say. 3 for 4, a home run in game 2, and then 2 doubles in his first game. What would you give a grade for him?
I think, again, I'm ready to go ahead and give a call to the GM of the Royals, Mr. Piccolo, and ask him where the call-up is. I mean, maybe not to the full roster quite yet, but I think he might be ready for AAA pitching.
Oh, I'm excited to see how he progresses, and here, wow, just the patience to take that 0-2 count, man. You got to know if it's on the black, and that's just... It's
right over the plate. 9 out of 10 batters probably would miss and then come back and just get great contact for a fly out.
Great contact.
Just epic. That bat was on the ball. There's nothing you could do about it. If he had a little bit more power, which will come in time, you know what I mean? I'm sure he would be driving that over that right fielder's head.
Absolutely. In extra innings here, this is going to be an out here by the 4-hole, and up comes Juan Carlos, who is 2 for 4 on the day. He had a nice 396-foot home run in game 1 of the series. Looks like he's going to strike out here. And still a 5-5 game, top of the 10th, and it'll be Emmanuel Rivera, who is a fat donut on the day here. 2-1 counts, trying to make it work and bring in Cade Meyers there on second. Cade's going to take off. The ball is hit.
Ooh, a hit and run opportunity. Okay, all right. We appreciate that.
Man,
he knows situational base running.
Yeah, he took off. I mean, the jump was there. I don't think there's a chance he's thrown out. Obviously, the hit goes to the shortstop, but my favorite thing is he didn't even check where the ball was. He rounded third. He was going home regardless.
He's going for the win. You need that kind of dog on your team.
Just a true dog, huh?
Yeah. Somebody that, willing to take the out at home, but like, hey, I'm going on the shield over here at home.
Man, I think the Royals have had success. They've got a great core. If they can bring Cade Meyers up and bring just a truly competitive guy, another great, fantastic infielder, and another bat to an already talented team, we might have something here, sweet.
Titletown. I'm watching first debut series. I feel like Titletown in a couple years. Obviously, giving him his time to grow, take some lumps. Sophomore slumps are real, so you just have to be ready.
Well,
and with him, Witt, and MJ, that's a powerful little lineup right there. That's your 3, 4, and 5 hitters right there.
Absolutely. Well, that is it for this series. 2-1 for Arkansas. Thanks for joining me in the booth, sweet. It's always good to watch some baseball with you, some good old AA ball with you.
Nothing like the minor leagues. You see the hunger in them.